Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 3, Episode 5. Now, last episode was 2x22, so you didn't miss any episodes, just so you guys are aware. I am watching this in chronological order, in case you're unaware of that. So, last episode was the finale of Season 2 that we watched, and we had kind of the wrap-up of the Boba Fett little arc that we had, so... And I don't know what happened to him. Whatever it is, like, I talked about how it kind of stinks if he kind of got put away with other criminals and, like, grows up to be a criminal because the justice system kind of failed him and couldn't, like, what's the right word? It's not, like, recuperate, but it's like, They could... I can't think of the word, but they couldn't redeem him, I guess. Redeeming isn't the right word either, but I can't think of the word that I'm trying to think of for, like, trying to save him before he's too far gone, right? But either way, it was a good arc. We don't know if Aura Singh lived or not, but because she was in that ship that, like, fell to the ground and exploded. But I theorize she could have jumped off early or something, so... we could see her again someday. But yeah, I'm excited to jump into this. I'm sure we're going to be getting into some different stuff with the new season, and we're 5 episodes in because of this, but I'm looking forward to seeing this. So we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. The challenge of hope is to overcome corruption. I did see that the episode was called Corruption, so... Oh, we're back to Mandalore! Tell me about it, man. Sundari. Alright. Cool, so we're back in this. Interesting that we didn't see this during the chronological storyline, but I guess it's chronological. It doesn't mean that every story needs to be together, right? I've watched so much anime recently that I was like almost jarred to hear English. Nice. The new Mandalore. Oh, shit. Wow. Cool. Can you imagine, like... I don't know. I'm just not one to enjoy that kind of thing. But I wonder if you're, like, forced to go there. I can't imagine you're forced. It's 7-Up. Just kidding. Just the first thing that had a green bottle that came to my mind. I like almost thought that was Vizsla for a second, but no, it's not, right? Hmm. They planned it. They're people of tradition. They know that tradition. Well, damn. Yeah, I mean, I know it's not Vizsla, but for like a split second, I was like, shit, I'm not forgetting what Vizsla looks like, right? Hmm. Politics, man. Alright, Padme. Let's go. Hmm. Well, that didn't work. Alright, what you got, girl? Alright, well, guess that didn't solve the problem, but maybe let him calm down and renegotiate later. So what are they? They're like delivering shit here? But what is all this stuff? Yeah, that's my question. Uh, is that what it really is? Or are they lying? Man, Padme looks weird with that hairstyle, I don't know why. That's a big plate for such small amount of food. I mean, it's not really a small amount of food, it's just a lot of plate for food. That makes sense. People are getting sick, the mixture isn't right. Or it was planned on a problem this whole time. Maybe they want this to happen. Jeez. Seems to be mostly affecting kids. So maybe the mixture was fine for adults, but not kids? Yeah, this is a problem. Damn. Okay. Yeah, they... I like Satine's outfit. It's also crazy how many times they change outfits. Yep. Different outfit again. Oh boy. Makes sense. What about the drinks? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's my drink, though! Even if I was a kid, I'd want an explanation. You're about to find out, I think. Okay, so it is. Alright. So maybe it is just what they were saying. Maybe it genuinely is. Like, it seems like, you know, they're dealing with the black market trades and stuff like that. Oh! You're just taking off? Oh my god. Oh, well. Very neutral of you. Mmm. Gee, that's not a commentary on some things in our world, is it? To be fair, he didn't know. Muga. I don't know if I need to know all these names, but I'm writing them down. Alright. Is it gonna be them? Is that the same people? Or... Same ship. Seems like it is them. You gonna see him get paid off? Just his money. Alright. This corruption. Oh, I recognize that voice, I think. Have any of them died yet? Alright. And he was talking with... Oh, shit! They have the same kind of outfit he had on, so I figured he'd be in charge of them. Oh, jeez! Oh my god! Just guns a-blazing, man. Oh, well. One down. I like how he's dodging in between the oh, shit. Oh, Padme is about to be a badass. Nice. Cool. I like the use of the terrain. She's got that aim, baby. Oh, shit. Nice. Oh my god. He's deflecting that shit like it's a lightsaber. She's like, I'm kind of a badass. I'm kind of a big deal. Jeez, burn it down. What? But there is evidence. Couldn't you just, like, stop it from being used rather than burning it all down? Okay, just burn it down. I feel like there's another way to handle that situation, but they change outfits again. Oh, there's an antidote for it, okay. Interesting. How far does the corruption go, I wonder? Unless he's behind it. Interesting that they, like... I'll talk about it. Send me Obi-Wan. Okay. And that's it for episode 5 of season 3. That was good. I like... it was a little bit on the slower side. It was a lot of, like, investigatory work, and it was cool to see Mandalore again. I like that part, but I liked the episode. It's just it was one of those ones where I caught myself looking at the time left, because I was like, man, you know, like, I really like the action sequence we had with them using the terrain, pushing that box into the room while Padme stood behind it and shot. And then the shield guys came in to take out the guys on the sides as they push their way in. That was a really neat little incursion, but and I don't need action. It was just the intrigue of it. Maybe it's because, like, they showed us who the bad guys were in the beginning, and then so we just knew who it was the whole time. Now, granted, I imagine there's more to the story. It seems like Satine hinted that there's more corruption going on, so it's very possible there's more people that are behind this, and maybe it goes deeper than I think and stuff like that. Like, maybe it's something along those lines, but, like, at least for this episode alone, it was, like, a little bit on the slower side for me. But yeah, the first thing I wanted to talk about was the celebration in the beginning. I would hate that kind of thing. I'm not big on parties, get-togethers, concerts, anything like that. It's just not not what I enjoy. I don't like being around a lot of people, let alone like going there to, and I know it's like their customs, it's their thing, it's like things they enjoy, and I'm sure not everybody was there, but it's crazy that like people are there celebrating and enjoying themselves and stuff like that just to witness like the arrival of one of their leaders. It's like, are they forced to do that or do they genuinely enjoy it? I don't know. But I just wanted to talk about that because in the moment I was just like thinking to myself the whole time, like, oh, that'd be the worst, just standing there the whole time waiting for someone to just drive through so you can cheer for a few minutes and then like go back home or whatever happens after. I don't know, it just seemed very boring. But the overall plot, like, I felt bad for the sick kids and everything. She talked about kids dying. I wonder if any of them did actually die from this, or were they able to get the cure in time and cure them? Was, like, the dying thing just an over-exaggeration to make a point, or were they actually dying? I'm not sure. But yeah, basically just attempting to dilute their product so that way they can make more money off it. All stemming from the whole war that's going on, that's driving these neutral planets into buying things off the black market, which is the underlying cause of them having to deal with these shady people. The only thing that kind of confused me, I was going to talk about at the end there with Satine talking about corruption, like, is that supposed to be hinting that before this there hasn't been that much corruption in her government? Because I feel like anywhere at any time there's corruption somewhere in the government doing something. Now, this was a larger scale thing because a lot of kids got sick and that's what allowed them to get caught, but how many things didn't cause mass amounts of people to get hurt and ended up like people getting away with it? Like, I feel like there's probably always been, like, I feel like there should have always been corruption in this government, and I'm surprised Satine isn't aware of that. Like, her reaction made it seem like they've never had corruption in their government before, even though we just had an arc about Death Watch not too long ago, and all that, which is a form of corruption in their government. But yeah, so, I don't know. It was interesting the way they handled it. Like, I could see this being a bigger deal and meaning more if the corruption does run deeper, right? Because this just seems like a one-off incident by some smugglers and they took them out, but she's saying, like, it might run deeper, but we didn't really get any hints of that other than her just saying it, so I guess I'm just gonna have to wait and see more episodes. I don't know if we're gonna continue with this next episode. Is this like an arc where we're gonna be running into more corruption stuff, or is this gonna be something where, like, we're gonna run into this just later down the road again and witness more of what she's talking about in terms of the corruption? So I'm not sure, but they changed, I know I said it already, they changed outfits a ridiculous amount of times. Like, they had one outfit at the meeting. They only went between two outfits, right? I think the whole episode. They had the outfit they had at the dinner, and then they had the outfit they had when they were doing, like, the meetings and stuff. But they interchanged between those two outfits so much this episode. Actually, no, they had three outfits. Originally, Padme was in the... she had, like, that thing around her head, and it was, like, almost like it was holding up her hair a little bit, too. And then we had, Satine in her kind of normal outfit that she... with all those, like, things coming out of her hair. That's kind of like her royalty outfit, I'd say. I'd almost feel like. But then when they, like, and then they had their dinner, right? Where she had a different outfit and Padme had a different outfit. And then they were doing their investigations, which they had the third outfit while they were investigating the kids. And then they went and they talked to Almec, or whatever his name is. And they were back to the second outfit that they wore. And then they had their meeting with the guards where they went back to the third outfit. And then, what was that? They still had the third outfit on for a while. They went back to the second outfit, I think, towards the end. Yeah, they went back to the second outfit when they were talking to Almec again. And then they went back to the first outfit towards the end when Padme was leaving. So they jumped between like those 3 outfits like so much. And it didn't feel like it was over the course of multiple days. I mean, maybe it was. Maybe each time we saw an outfit change was a different day of their investigation. Maybe that's what it was supposed to be hinting at, but I just thought it was interesting how... I mean, I guess that goes to show, like, I wasn't paying attention to a super lot during the episode, so I started really paying attention to their outfits, and I just noticed that, so, anyway, I just wanted to point it out, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really have much more to say. I like the episode. I'm glad the kids are getting an antidote for the poison. I hope not too many died, if any did die, like she kind of hinted at. I'm curious about what this possible like future corruption that could tie into this could be. That could make it like a little bit larger scale than just like, you know, because I mean, yes, a lot of kids got sick all over the planet, but overall it just seems like some smugglers fucking around, you know, and then they found out. So, it seems kind of, in a way, it kind of seems small potatoes, except for like kind of the scale of the impact of what they did, but as for the people themselves, they seem kind of small, you know. But maybe Satine is right and it is connected to something bigger and we just have to wait and see. So I don't really have much more to say. I'm kind of repeating myself at this point. I apologize for that. So I think I'll just end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. Should be popping up on my screen 2 episodes ahead of time through the early access tier. Check it out, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.